you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have some cleaning motivation for you. Please hit that subscribe button below and let's get to it. I don't know about you guys, but after the holiday, Memorial Day holiday, on Monday of last week, so a week ago, I have just had such a hard time keeping up with the house. Like, I feel like when you are one day off of your chores or cleaning, then the whole week is just thrown off, and I don't have any motivation to do my to-do list, and things just get so messy. So today, I'm just taking the morning to kind of try to catch up and get the house back in order. And you can see in our dining room that we are in the middle of a kind of renovation, if you will call it. We are redoing our house slowly. And so at the moment, we have our walls ready for the second coat of paint, and the trim is getting done. Our own house is kind of on hold at the moment, though, because my husband Dan has been doing a custom built in for my parents, actually. So he is busy doing that. So we got to have a little bit of breakfast this morning before he heads out to do that. And it was nice to have a little time together. I think Isabel is actually going to join him for a bit this morning. So it'll just be Juliana and myself having fun and cleaning together.
Girl, you're so hot like summer, and I don't wonder what the lava. You give me feels when you do. No one can do it like you. Girl, you're so hot like summer. You're everything I ever wanted. You give me feels when you do. No one can do it like you.
Is anyone else just like the queen of putting things on the stairs to go up? I feel like I always just have a whole pile of things on the stairs to go up, and I don't know if I'm even the one who ever brings them up. Like, I feel like my husband is so much better about actually grabbing them and bringing them upstairs than I am. I'm just the queen of putting them there to tell people that they're supposed to go somewhere, and then I don't. But at least I recognize that, right? So this pack and play, I just put up one day to see how Juliana would do in it because she inevitably always gets into something when I turn my back for 1 minute to go try and cook breakfast or do something for Isabel or whatever. But it has kind of been in the way recently, so I'm deciding to break it down. And does anyone else just have trouble every single time? Like, for some reason, I can never figure out how to break it down easily the first time. It always takes me a couple minutes to try and figure it out. And then the other thing that I kind of realized is that I was building this puzzle. I thought it would be so cute for the girls' room once it was done. But if you've ever tried to do a puzzle with two little ones when you don't have like a puzzle table, it's kind of impossible. And I had to make the executive decision today that I'm probably not going to get back around to it. It's been like 2 or 3 weeks now since I've had time to sort pieces and even have anything to do with the puzzles. So I think if it's been that long, I'm probably not going to get back into it. But oh well. I had to move to the kitchen here because Juliana had to go for a nap and I could not turn on the vacuum cleaner with her sleeping. So on to the kitchen we go.
This is a huge roll of butcher's paper, which we love for our little girls for art time and different crafts and things. This is like a preschool essential. I think I'm gonna do a preschool essential, like the top 10 products that I would recommend for preschoolers, like if you're gonna do things at home. And this would be one of those items. My mother-in-law actually purchased this for me. So thank you, Mom. Keep an eye out for that video.
So I don't know if this is right or wrong, but what I usually do to clean my counters is I give them a first wipe down to get the crumbs off, and then I spray it, and then I let it sit for a couple minutes usually and do something else and then come back to it. I just feel like it gives it ti the cleaner time to work. I don't know if that actually is a thing or if it's just something I made up in my mind, but it's just what I do.
Girl, you're so hot like summer, and I don't wanna walk my lover. You give me feels when you do. No one can do it like you. Girl, you're so hot like summer. You're everything I ever wanted. You give me feels when you do. No one can do it like you. No one can do it like you. Girl, you're so hot like summer. Girl, you're so hot like summer. No one can do it like you.
So to clean my stovetop, I remove everything, and then I like to use Barkeeper's Friend first to help degrease some of the sticky that's on there. And then once I do that, then I'll go in with the stainless steel cleaner and then wipe it down with the microfiber towel. But I really do like to use the Barkeeper's Friend to start because I just think that it just helps cut the grease so much better than the stainless steel cleaner does. And if you have a hood above your range, then I would also recommend doing a little bit of Dawn on a washcloth with a paper towel or whatever, because those things also get really greasy. You wouldn't imagine that they would because they're so high, but they do, and they definitely also need to be cleaned every once in a while. I just heard my little Miss Juliana, so I'm gonna go grab her from nap real quick, and here she is back to help me clean. She's actually been in kind of a mood today, I would say. She just doesn't seem quite like herself. She got attacked yesterday by some ants outside, and I feel like maybe it traumatized her because she has been kind of clingy today, unusually. So what happened is that I had the girls outside. We were trying to do bubbles, and the bubble gun needed a new battery. So I set them in the grass to play, and I ran inside to get a battery and I heard screaming. So I ran outside and Juliana was covered in ants. Like there were probably over 100 ants on her, and I don't know where they came from. We don't like, I don't know. I checked the ground to see if there was an anthill or something, and it didn't seem like there was an anthill. I don't know where the ants could have come from. I've never seen that many ants before in my life, but the ants were like crawling all over her face. They were going in her eyes, in her ears, in her mouth. Like, oh my gosh, I just felt so incredibly bad for her. And I mean, I'm so traumatized from it. Like, I still am just like, when I think about it, when I'm telling you this story, I'm kind of going back to that panic mode of like trying to just get them off of her as fast as I can. And I had to strip her clothes, her diaper, like they were just everywhere. And I mean, after about 10 minutes, we sat back in the grass again, and she didn't seem to mind. Like, it doesn't seem to have traumatized her as of yesterday, but she's been so clingy today. Like, maybe it did have some kind of effect on her. I don't know, but I know I'm still traumatized. I will literally never forget that, and I will never forget the look. Like, ants are now, I think, my least favorite animal or insect on the planet. They're so harmless as one, but when you have 100 of them, oh my goodness, they are just, oh my gosh, that was just such obviously I'm stumbling over my words here because I am in such panic thinking about it still. So, it was horrible, and I guess I don't blame her for being so clingy today. Now, for a tip that you saw me do, but I didn't say anything, when you are doing dishes, if you have little babies or kids that are awake, or even if they're sleeping, to be honest, because who knows when they'll wake up, use gloves because your hands will be dirty, or even when cleaning, really, I guess, but your hands will be dirty, and it's so much easier just to take the gloves off real quick and be able to tend to them than it is to have to wash your hands and then go run and do it. So I would recommend wearing gloves. Usually, if Dan is home when I'm vacuuming, I have him take Juliana outside because she is so mortified. She is deathly afraid of the vacuum. So, in order to vacuum just now, I had to let her go in a little playpen on the porch while I did this for a couple minutes because she just, even just looking at it when it was off, when I would sit her down on the floor, she would just hysterically start crying. So, she had to go away while I vacuumed. But now she is my great helper to do laundry. And fun fact, if you don't know me well yet, I am one of 9 kids. So laundry for me has always just been a thing in life. Like growing up, we had 2 or 3 washing machines and dryers. I think we had 3 growing up because my mom just like could not keep up with laundry. So we had 3 things, and laundry was constantly going. So to be honest, with 4 people, I feel like laundry is not hard at all. I mean, there's only like a load every, like we could do a load every day, but really we could just do 3 loads back to back a week and I feel like we'd be okay. Like I feel like laundry right now at this point is so easy. But the one thing that I hate is matching socks. And I remember a day so clearly. We had this huge like bin, this like big storage bin of unmatched socks. And I can remember the day that my dad was so fed up by this bucket that he threw all of them away and went to the store and just bought all the same sock, all white socks for everyone in everyone's size, and everyone just had white socks so that no one had to match socks anymore. You could just grab a sock and it automatically matched. And I hope I never get to that point, but I honestly think that the point is coming soon because even just the 4 of us, 2 adults and 2 little girls, I hate matching socks. So I think if we have another one, which we hope is going to happen very soon, if we have another one, I think I might join my dad and join the, single, everyone has the same sock party because I just hate matching socks. Other than that, though, I really don't mind laundry much. And one reason I might not mind folding laundry so much is because I allow myself to watch a TV show while I'm doing laundry and while I'm folding. So that is a little treat for me. Like I would fold laundry all day if I could, if if that meant I could just binge on TV shows. Am I alone here? Does anyone else have a guilty pleasure that they allow themselves to do? Tell me what it is down in the comments. I'm anxious to know. So I am done cleaning downstairs and now we're headed upstairs to try and at least get the girls' room cleaned before Isabel and Dan get back for lunch. And I cannot wait. Isabel and I have been talking about how we're going to redo her room when the time comes. And she, of course, wants everything pink. She is so into pink right now. So we've been looking at soft pinks. And every time we're at a store, which is not a lot recently because of coronavirus, but um, when we're at a store or when I am shopping online or doing something, she always asks if I'm going to buy something for her room too, if she's going to get something as well. So I think she's going to be so excited when we finally do get around to redoing her room. But right now, Juliana's crib is still in our bedroom and it is going to move into Isabel's bedroom very shortly. Juliana is still waking up 1 time a night to nurse, but I think that's going to stop relatively soon. So she's going to move into her sister's room, and she is so excited. Isabel thinks that Juliana is going to sleep with her. So I think when she realizes that she's still going to be in her crib across the room, she's going to be a little disappointed, but she is so excited to have her sister in her room with her. And to be honest, so am I because they both wake up really early at 6:30 and I'm not a morning person, so I think they'll be able to entertain themselves and play together for a little bit longer before they come to get one of us to wake up with. All right, so this is nearing the end of the cleaning for the day. Thank you for sticking with me. I hope you get some motivation from this video. And please subscribe. I'd love to have you as a part of my community and get to know you a little better.